And now you get a wonderful and beautiful view of Nierstein am Rhein on your left-hand side and good old Father Rhein. What do you have?
And not just a fantasy name like Golden October, Silver Moon, Rhine Castle, Blue Non. Americans buy wine in the United States by a brand name, you know what I mean? But this is not the true product. There's a lot of stuff sold in America, never $8 and more. I'm talking about original German wine, okay? And this is what you should look for from now on, yeah? Buy the true quality pressed from German grapes only. Before I say more, I have to introduce myself to you. My name is Erich Postzig. Don't call me Mr. Postzig. Call me just Erich, please. I have another nickname I got from President John F. Kennedy. He started calling me Erich the Red. 1963 on AFN, that was the oldest wine road along the Riesling route. Wonderful place for all individuals to go on a free day on a weekend to visit the Riesling route. It's beautiful. It's a paradise. Most all of my American people coming, they're sipping down the highway. Hey, take a picture. Click, click. Zoop. Hell, you never get to meet anybody. You get to meet the people, the traditional food. You know what I mean? The wine and the happy life, yeah? 1,600 different located wine vineyards spread out in 11 wine growing districts in Germany. So each village owns part of those 2,600 different named and wine vineyards. So I have a map of 11 districts and a wine vineyard map of Nierstein on my wall too. Legal bag. So the name of the village and the name of the vineyard is always at one line on the label. Okay? If I go to Wiesbaden, then I will money too. Because the grapes there to the river getting sweeter. They get the sun reflecting back from the river. They're getting a double amount of sunshine. In the backland, not. Lesser fruit sugar is a more drier wine too. Foreign wines come under Qualitätswein mit Prädikat. Qualitätswein mit Prädikat means quality wine with special attributes. These are the best. And under there you find cabinet wine. The word cabinet comes from the good old days when the monks had their better wines locked up in a wine treasure cabinet. Only the bishop and the cardinal were allowed to drink that good stuff. Cabinet wine. Above cabinet we have Spätlese under Qualitätswein mit Prädikat. Spät means late. Lese means picking. So when we start picking grapes at the beginning of October, we're talking about the end of October, the beginning of November, as late as possible if the weather stays nice. Spätlese means we take now wine from over-ripest and sweetest grapes only. So therefore an original German Spätlese is a natural sweetened wine, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of junk bin on the market, like in big warehouses and supermarkets. But these guys gotten cart finished now. You know, Spätlese for 2 mark 50. A grower cannot sell it under 7, 8 marks, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah? And there was something wrong. It was that stuff I told you, what they did, you know, okay? So we got that cleaned up now. We don't worry about it anymore. You never have to worry when you go to a small wine grower, a German family wine grower. There you get 100% good product. By guarantee. So, now, net Spätlese. Spätlese is sweet wine. Wait a minute. If you find that word trocken, halb trocken, which means half dry. Then the Cabernet de Spätlese is not sweet. He's dry. All the natural fruit sugar is totally fermented into alcohol. Nothing sweet left anymore. The wine is spicy, strong, and dry. The Europeans love dry wines with their heavy meals. The dry wine is good with seafood and fish. Okay? So I will teach you what wine goes also with what type of food today, meine Damen. There will be a wine for fish, for poultry, for white meats, for dark meats, and whatever. Now, you know, they take the whole bundles out. Now they separate those with the brown skin in a separate bucket. They have a extra amount of natural fruit sugar. They are very sweet, okay? They ferment into Auslese. More expensive wine is an Auslese. By delicacy. Above Auslese, you can run into Beerenauslese. That stuff can do wonders to love life. Mein lieber Mann im Himmel, Mama is wild. Ladies and gentlemen, Beerenauslese is pressed from those grapes which have 30% raisins built in. You know, the raisins sticking in between the healthy grapes, okay? Press them together, and here is a raisin aftertaste. A wonderful bouquet, ladies and gentlemen. The sunshine will sit on top of your tongue. Wunderbar. A Beerenauslese. That stuff is made from full raisins only. It takes a lot of hands and help to find now full raisins. And when you press a whole bunch of raisins, well, there's not much juice coming out anymore. It's the honey. It's the syrup. We call it the liquid gold on the Rhine, ladies and gentlemen. This is a wine like a thick banana liqueur, you know. This is really something. It's a bottle like that, 100, 150 marks and above is a normal house price. When you go and get an older bottle, like it's already years old, you have to pay 600-700 marks for one. 7-liter bottles. They got bringing out another old one now. Next month in November, they have a wine rarity auction across the river again. But there was one last year. Every year we have wine rarity auction. The state wineries have treasures. They save that stuff like the gold. Baron in the when making is finished and our friend up there retires the end of October. Then we have a few rows of grapes hanging out, still leaving them out. We put nylon nets over to keep the birds out. Then we are waiting for a frost. And the frost gotta be exactly in between 5 and 10 centigrade Celsius below 0 freezing point. And then they pick those grapes before sunrise in the morning with gloves, so the heat of the hand doesn't melt the ice of the grapes, because all the moisture on the outside skin of the grape is frozen, like a frosted windshield in a winter morning. And they press the grapes immediately while they are still frozen. And that way only the high concentrated frosted fruit sugar is pressed out of those grapes and ferments into the best wines in the world. It's a collector's Deutscher Eiswein. And we only lucky to pick Eiswein grapes every 5 to 6 years by statistic. Because when you don't have the exact right frost, it's not cold enough or it's too cold. Auf wieder, bye-bye grapes. It's a loss. So just the larger wine families take that kind of a risk. It's the very hard way of making a bottle of wine, ladies. And now I'd like to tell you something about Texas. Left on top, this is whatever the different type of grapes are, okay? That's what we do. On the beginning, because we let the soil, the field alone and let it recuperate and fertilize and this and that. And then we start plant. It's just a ball of dirt and a little, and it takes 3 to 4 years to grow big enough to start producing grapes, okay? The very first picking is a specialty. The very first picking is called Jungfernwein, the Virgin's wine. Not much of that stuff is made, and you cannot buy it. It's kept by the older fellows in the camp, by the Kellermeisters, because that can do wonders to weak old men. But the Quality Control Commission, they give out the right to convert that seal at the label. Only the best growers can get that. Gentlemen, a new hybrid grape I will introduce. Faber Rebe. It's Mr. Faber's grape. Mr. Faber was a guy in the wine research work. Meine Damen, meine Herren, wait a minute please. We are at the final of the Wineprobe here now with an Auslese from a blend of 2 different grapes, as you can read there, Optima and Ortega. Very interesting wine, nice and full, delicious. Auslese is a wine which can go side by side with a dessert. So when you finish with the main course, dark meats, dark vegetables, dark wine, or the dry wine with the fish, when you finish with the main course, also the wine must leave the table. When dessert comes, or no dessert, a glass of Auslese is the right moment for this wine, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah? It's very elegant, very classy, ladies and gentlemen. This is one way. And now enjoy every bit of it.